Welcome to the Goalbusters Expert Peak Productivity Tips podcast, where top business experts get just 7 minutes to answer 5 rapid-fire questions about what they do and how they stay productive. Each episode is packed with actionable insights to help boost your efficiency and achieve your goals. Let's dive in and unlock the secrets to peak performance. Well, hello everyone. My name is Robin J. Emden, and I am the creator and author of the Get Resultsology system and a dedicated accountability coach. My mission is to empower solopreneurs to unlock their true potential, boost their income, and achieve extraordinary success by maximizing productivity, streamlining their businesses, and aligning their goals with their authentic vision and purpose. So, if you're ready to turn ambition into action and transform your goals into reality, then you're in exactly the right place. Now, speaking of being in exactly the right place, I am thrilled to welcome today Tracy Beavers. Tracy is a seasoned business and sales coach who helps entrepreneurs grow their businesses with clarity, confidence, and consistent strategies. With a background in corporate sales, marketing, and business ownership across industries like insurance, banking, and real estate, Tracy brings over 20 years of experience to the table. Tracy has helped hundreds of entrepreneurs build visibility, attract ideal clients, and create steady revenue without paid ads or overwhelming tech. Tracy, welcome to Goalbusters.
Thank you, Robin. I'm thrilled to be here.
I'm thrilled that you're here too. Whereabouts in the world are you, Tracy?
I am in the United States. I am in one of the southern states called Arkansas, and I'm in the capital city of Little Rock.
Oh, wow. I'm going to have to look all that up after this call because I don't think I know where you are. But
Yeah,
that's very ignorant of me. I apologize.
Okay. It's in the southern eastern area, more middle southern by Texas and Oklahoma, Alabama.
Fantastic. Okay. I'm going to avoid the temptation to do the British thing and ask you the weather because I have a feeling I know what it's like anyway. So shall we do the questions?
Yes, that sounds great.
All right. I'll start the clock. And there it goes. Tracy, could you tell me, please, who is your ideal client?
My ideal clients are online entrepreneurs, so coaches, course creators, and consultants.
Okay, sure. And to the point and very clear. Thank you very much. And what is the problem or problems, I imagine, that you solve?
My clients feel invisible. Social media is loud, crowded, noisy. They want simple ways to break through the noise of the online space to attract their ideal clients off of the online space and onto their email list so they can convert them into buyers.
Yes. Can you see me wearing my green invisible suit even as we speak? All right. Yeah, excellent. Thank you. Very useful. All right. So what is one valuable free action that the audience can implement that will help them solve that problem?
So the biggest thing I see, the mistake that I see a lot of people making is they get really excited about the online space. They decide they're going to post 7 days a week on every platform and they exhaust themselves. And 3 weeks later, they are not posting anything at all. And this creates a situation where we don't have enough consistency to ramp up our visibility for the algorithm to pick us up and for our ideal clients to see us and hear us and hire us. So a very simple thing to do would be to create one piece of regular weekly content, whether that's a live video or a podcast, like what we're doing right now. You can do a blog, but I prefer video or audio options. And then from that, get all of the other social media content you need for the week. So write your live training, ask AI to help you create 2 social media posts about that training, post about your lead magnets, if you have a free Facebook group, if you have a blog, maybe even if it's an old article. And before you know it, you have several days of content and you've only had to create one piece.
Wow. And that was more than one valuable free action. That was like a masterclass in free actions there. Thank you so much. Genuinely, that packed a lot of information into a couple of paragraphs, which is impressive. Thank you so much. All
Sure.
right, so now we have a better understanding of what you do, Tracy. Let's dive into goal busting, focusing on how to maximize productive time to achieve business goals. So, could
Mm-hmm.
you share any tips or advice for someone looking to improve their productivity habits?
Yes. So I built my online business alongside my full time corporate job. And at the time, our kids were in high school and middle school, and they played every sport that had a ball. And so we were really busy. So, the biggest productivity tip that I found for myself and that I now teach my clients is to actually set your office hours. If you are building an online business alongside your full time job, you need to look at every week, look a week in advance, figure out all the known appointments you've got for the kids, for yourself, for your work, for everything. Then you can easily see your pockets of time where you can work on your business. But then you have to hold that boundary and you have to be motivated enough and disciplined enough to not get to Tuesday night when you've said, I'm going to work for 2 hours and change your mind and go watch Netflix. We have to treat this like a business. And then sharing that with our family, sharing that with our friends, and saying, mom needs 2 hours on Tuesday night to work, but Wednesday night, I'm all yours. Thursday night, I may work for a couple of hours, but Friday night, I'm all yours. And so that is what helped me build this business alongside that busy corporate job and the kids.
Fantastic. And just to be clear, you mentioned Netflix. Other time-wasting streaming services are available. Okay,
Yes.
so thank you very much. It's very good advice indeed. All right, so finally, I what should I have asked you today that I didn't, Tracy? And your answer, please.
So a lot of times when I'm interviewed on a podcast, the host will ask me, what has made me successful? What do I feel like are the keys to success building a business? And for me, it's consistency and patience. And neither of those things are sexy. Neither of those things are fun, but we have to be consistent with our social media content, with growing our audience, with growing our email list, with having conversations with people and networking. And we have to be patient. Put in the work, keep going, be patient, and the business will blow wide open. The business growth will happen. But it's that consistency piece that's important with that big old side dose of patience.
Yeah, I was talking to someone the other day about this because I've been doing these podcasts now for a few months, and I've got like more than 50 in the bank, as it were. And they said, wow, the industry average is about 8 before people give up. And I thought, makes no
Mm-hmm.
sense. That's not consistent. In fact, when I'm looking for people to interview,
Mm-hmm.
and there's so many out there, two, three, four, up to 8 podcasts from like 2 or 3 years ago. And I think, well, what happened? Where did they go? Are they still in business? It's
Right,
quite unnerving. You don't actually know whether they're still going, or they might. There can be a perfectly reasonable explanation. It could
right.
just be they lack the consistency.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And the
Yeah.
patience.
And the patience. Yes, absolutely. But then what needs to be done is about being consistent, and it is about
Correct.
being patient,
Yeah.
and it is
It is.
about pushing it, doing it again and again and again, and the set times that you mentioned. I completely
Right.
agree with you. It's
Yeah.
otherwise, you you come back to. I wasn't joking when I said, "Look at my green suit. I am completely invisible. I am not here." There's millions out there doing this. And how do
Right.
you stand up from the crowd?
Right, exactly. Yeah, and the nice thing about setting the hours is if you know you're going to work on Tuesday night for 2 hours, then on Wednesday night you can be with your family. And so you don't exhaust yourself.
Absolutely. And what you've just pointed out there, it was another point that I put in my book about having balance.
Hmm.
I mean, I said to my son the other day, he's just helped me edit my book. And I said to him, he said, what else do you need, Dad? I said, I think I need more hours every day. Can we have some more hours in the day?
Right,
24 is not enough. I've got to eat, sleep, drink and have some time with the family, but I still need more hours.
right, right.
So you do have to be disciplined about setting the hours that you create. All right.
Correct.
So enough about me, and let's get back to you. How can people reach you, Tracy?
Mhm.
And also, are there any like valuable free resources, which I always mention because I always say it's being a bit cheeky, but actually I want people to find a way to connect with you and find out more about you.
Thank you for that. I appreciate that so much. So, a great way to get to know me is to listen to my podcast. It's called Create Online Business Success. But I do have a really great free resource that I'd love to share. And what I talked about a minute ago was being able to create enough content every week, week in, week out, without losing your consistency, without losing your patience. And I have a really great guide to creating 90 days of social media content topics in only 30 minutes. It's the way that I was able to stay consistent building this alongside my full-time job. And they can go to tracybeavers.com/social to grab that.
Definitely will. Yep, I shall be doing that as soon as you hang up. That sounds very useful indeed. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, Tracy.
Yeah, you bet. Thank you for the opportunity.
Not at all. And also I shall also look forward to tuning into your podcast because that sounds very interesting as well.
Thank you.
Tracy Beavers, it's been wonderful. Thank you so much. You really packed it in. You've even made me think I need to change the format of my show. 5 questions in 7 minutes. Let's do 10 questions in 3 minutes. Tracy can do it. No, it's been great. Thank you so much, Tracy.
Thank you.
Thank you. And bye-bye. Thanks for tuning in to Goalbusters. If you're enjoying it, please subscribe, rate and review it on your favorite podcast platform. Your support is very much appreciated. And if you're ready to boost your online profits, skyrocket your productivity, crush procrastination, and see a positive change in your bank balance, all within just 30 days, this is your opportunity. Take my free 5-day challenge at www.skyrocketyourproductivitychallenge.com.